Hey there! Welcome again to Mentoring Moments. Today we decided that we want to talk about something that's probably relevant to you.
Yeah.
Something that's relevant to your life. Life. It's never easy, right?
Yeah.
When you go through life, you go through certain difficulties, challenges, obstacles. And when you go through these problems, it leaves you with pain. And when you have pain, you sometimes wonder when it will end. You sometimes wonder if there's purpose for that pain. Well, today we want to talk to you about how do you turn your wounds into wisdom.
Yeah. So don't be ashamed, because Apostle Paul says in the book of Romans that we should glory in our sufferings.
Yeah.
Why? Because it helps us to persevere even more, perseverance. And then it develops our character and then produces hope for us. So number one, our wounds leave a mark. Leave a mark in a sense that it's not only physically, but can be emotionally and even spiritually. So these marks will always serve to us as a reminder of what happened, of how we were feeling back then, and it will serve as a reminder to us in the future.
And that reminder is something that will help us, number two, meditate.
Yeah.
God wants us to grow. God wants us to become better persons. Just like in the verse that Renz read to us a while ago, we need to grow in our character. He's more concerned on how your character will become. And that's why there's a purpose for every pain that we go through. The mark will serve as a reminder for you on the victories that you have achieved, on how you've overcome these obstacles that happen in your life. Just like the Apostle Paul, he has some mark, and he was asking God to remove it. But no, it's not by his strength, but in his weaknesses where Christ is magnified. So when you meditate on this mark, when you meditate on this pain, you can see that there's a purpose for every struggle that you go through, for every problem. And when you reflect on that, God will start giving you insights. And those insights will eventually become wisdom, giving you more knowledge so that when the same problem comes your way, you know how to handle it.
And next, you have to move on. So you cannot stay in the same position that you're in when God is telling you, move on, move on. You may be in season or you may be out of season. So you cannot move forward if the past is still pulling us back.
Number four, you need to eventually minister to others. Romans 8:28 says we are called for a purpose. And the reason why we go through things in life is because maybe eventually you'll be able to minister to another person who's going through the same thing. Renz and I are in a discipleship relationship, and probably one of the things that struck us the most is that there's so much commonality in the way he's going through his life. And mind you, I'm 21 years older
than me, right?
I can't remember. I'm as old as his dad. So I went through life a lot earlier, and that allows me to actually have more examples to tell him. Because wisdom is good when you learn it by experience. It's actually better when you get to avoid it because you've learned from the mistake of others. Ministering to others is probably ultimately what you are called to do. And using your pain becomes your tools or resources to help them overcome the same problems or pain that they're going through. So remember, when you have wounds, God intended those marks so that you can meditate. And when you meditate on those wounds or those marks, God will allow you to move on because He wants you to become a better person and improve your character. And eventually you get to minister to other people who's experiencing the same things. God bless you all.